Jenna, that suspect in the Highland Park massacre obtained weapons legally, leading many to wonder what else could have been done to prevent the tragedy.
WGN's Dana Revick is joining us now with that part of our coverage. Dana?
Well, the city of Highland Park itself has had a ban on semi-automatic weapons and large capacity magazines since 2013. Robert Cremo III lived in nearby Highwood, and despite what many believe were red flags, authorities do say he was able to legally obtain multiple firearms. As disturbing details emerge about the man charged in the deadly Highland Park parade shooting, lawmakers and mental health experts are raising concern.
And the problem is we're very crisis-oriented in our mental health system, and people are falling through the cracks all the time.
In September 2019, relatives reported Robert Cremo III had threatened to, quote, kill everyone. Officers came to the home and confiscated more than 24 knives, a dagger, and sword, but no criminal charges were filed. Less than 6 months later, Cremo applied for a firearm owner's identification card, but because he was under 21 at the time, he needed a parent's consent, and investigators say his father sponsored the FOID application.
It makes no sense whatsoever. That is just an invitation to disaster.
U.S. Senator Dick Durbin speaking out on Illinois' red flag laws today that allow loved ones to ask a court to temporarily remove guns and FOID cards from people deemed violent or threatening.
The police are doing their job, but to see that through to a conclusion that results in some action or reaction is often very, very difficult. And in this circumstance, what I've heard from law enforcement was we didn't have a complaining witness. We didn't have a victim. We had a concern.
In order for a judge to approve a firearm restraining order in Illinois, a petitioner has to appear at a hearing and show clear and convincing evidence that an individual is a danger to themselves or others. The red flag laws allow for a temporary removal of weapons and FOID cards for 14 days or up to 6 months. A judge can choose to extend those orders. Red flag laws are also triggered if someone is committed to a psychiatric hospital, which mental health experts say can be a difficult process.
You have to actually become hospitalized, which is incredibly complicated. And frankly, there's a lot of barriers by way of insurance providers and the assessment and how the person is presenting at the time for that to even happen. And then it needs to be caught when somebody is doing a background check and trying to access a firearm.
Authorities say Robert Cremo III passed 4 federal background checks and legally bought 5 firearms over the last 2 years, including the semi-automatic rifle used in Monday's attack. But some lawmakers feel Cremo's father should face some consequences for allowing his son to allegedly access these weapons in the wake of troubling behavior.
Parents have a special responsibility when it comes to firearms, and particularly when it comes to assault rifles, for God's sake. And I think there's got to be some culpability and responsibility in this situation.
Despite having red flag laws on the books, they are rarely used in Illinois. According to the group Speak for Safety Illinois, only 53 firearm restraining orders were filed over the last 2 years. The state is working, though, to raise awareness about current red flag laws. A bill passed last May does require expanded police training, and the State Department of Public Health is in the process of developing a public awareness program on how these laws can be used for both mental health crises as well as domestic violence incidents.
Right, thank you, Dana. Well,